Hey there YouTube, MrLuBuFu here with the spoilers that I haven't covered since my last video. There is one. I made the video, of course, about 5 minutes before Godsend or Godsend or whatever you want to pronounce it was spoiled. But this video is going to take a few minutes long because I have a rant. Specifically, I figure a lot of people are going to disagree with me on this one. Godsend is not standard playable. It's not even close. Let it sink in for a moment. Go ahead, start typing your rage in comments, and I'll start explaining why. So, okay, first of all, for those of you that haven't seen Godsend, it's a 1 white artifact equipment that's not enchantment because it wouldn't fit in the text box. Gets +3/+3, or creature gets +3/+3 whenever it blocks or becomes blocked by one or more creatures. You may exile one of those creatures. Opponents can't cast cards with the same name as cards exiled with Godsend. With equip cost 3. So, let me start explaining why I don't think this is standard playable. It's a powerful card and lets you do cool things, but I do not think it's standard playable. So, for one, it costs 3 to play, 3 to equip. That's pretty pricey when it comes to the cost of viable equipment. If you just look at the past. Again, if you look really hard in the past, it's been skewed by Stoneforge Mystics. You have to go further back. But 3 and 3 is pretty costly for essentially +3/+3 for starters. Next, and this is kind of the bigger point, right now the standard meta does not reward enchant or equipment very well. Specifically, you've just got so much removal running around between Devour Flesh, Doomblade, Ultimate Price, Hero's Downfall, and that's just in the mono black deck, mind you. There's so much removal running around. Supreme Verdict, Zoria's Charm, you name it. Like, even those sort of tempo plays are just so brutal. And you really have to have a lot of support for this card. Comes down on turn 3, doesn't do anything, which in this format's so tempo based. Your turn 3 you have to be doing something relevant. So it's kind of rough in that sense. In addition, so you won't be able to set up a position where, like, you can't force your opponent to block unless they're already at a really low life total. So you can't force them to block with something that they don't want to get. This doesn't stop Pack Rat activating its ability, mind you. You can't cast any more Pack Rats. This is one of the things people have been talking about. I'm majorly not disappointed because I think it's awesome. I think it's a really, really cool card, and the Nevermore effect slapped onto it's really flavorful. But I do not think that this is even remotely close to standard playable. It even, I'm just, like, a lot of people are really freaking out saying this card's gonna redefine standard. I don't think it will. It's really behind the curve on especially on what this current format is. Which is unfortunate because it would have been awesome to have this sort of thing be relevant. Okay, I got the rant out of the way. Let me know if you guys agree, disagree in comments below. Just try and be respectful and don't hate at me. And thank you guys all for watching.